Just 1 minute. Yes, John Sedani. Rubina, good evening. Bless Jose, good evening. So we are here. So 15 on board, right? Fine. So moving ahead. So those who are in the YouTube, you can join our Zoom session live. You're welcome. The link is in the Telegram channel. You can come and join us there. Yeah. So now, yeah. Now let us see. Mona Abdul Fattah, doctor. So one doctor. Anybody else? User. Can you write your name, please, first and second? So first and second names, please. So I'm giving you first, second names. VK. O is this VK? VK is Vinod K. Vinod K. Okay, we know the second name, please. Vinod K. Is that correct spelling? You can rewrite if you want. Yeah, Vinod Kumaravel. Okay, that's fine. Because it's happy to know your names. Vinod Kumaravel. Tamilian. Okay, that's good. Fine. Right, first, second, you give me your name. So all others, very good. Yeah. Rubina Kausar. So first name should be, all your names should be capital letters in the beginning. First letter, second. Right. So this is a rule actually. Absent-mindedly, we don't bother about these things. Suja, you come with your name. Chellam, okay. So that I can identify you. Yes, 18 students are there. So this is Reba Sachin. That's good. Welcome to our platform. So yesterday we started a 2-hour session, but it went a long way. Yeah, that's very fine. So, oh yeah, full name, please. Right.
I can't find any
Don't
chat
unmute,
box
please.
here. Can you hear me?
Yeah, you can just type your name. So you can just type your name. Name, please. So everyone is muted. Yeah. So there we go now. The session commences. Right. Now here, let us see the different things. Many people don't know how to write the address. First of all, how to gather the information. Okay. Right. I want to ask you one particular question. So, do you want to listen? Oya Atamana. Okay, fine. Thank you very much. So, I want to ask you one particular question. Think very wisely and answer. My lecture will depend on your points. My lecture now will depend on your response. Yes. The first thing is the question number 1. So, do you want me to teach you what you want? Do you want me to teach you what you want? That means this is your, so this is the first option, that is, okay, that is option A. Option A is your choice. Next one. Second question is, do you want me to teach you that which suits the best learning methods? I mean, B is my choice. Or that is number 2. Number 3. Number 3. Do you want me? Do you want me to teach you what the OET expects from you? This is C. That is choice demand. OET's demand. So what you want me to do, you decide A or B or C. So that's it. What you want? I have too much. I don't need to give you. You want very less. That's not sufficient. Now it is your choice. Whatever you want, you can give it. You have freedom, total freedom. Because my lecture will depend entirely on what your response is. Yeah, you have just 30 seconds. All of you give your voting. Participate in the voting and write what you want. We'll learn it in bits and pieces, chunks of the letter, chunks, solid pieces, mouthfuls. Yeah. You can invite as many friends as you want today. This week is open to everyone. This week, today, tomorrow, and the day after is open to everyone till Saturday. Afterwards, the sessions will be permanently closed. and they will be restricted only to the regular students by all means. Yes. These are the demonstration sessions for the coming batch, that is from Monday onwards. Yes. Right. So we have got the points here. So yes, the first one is Nasra. Count the number of C's. This is your responsibility. Nasra will count the number of C's. Yes, right. Mona will count the number of B's. And Marina Makoko will count the number of A's. Come on. That's the dictum. Ultimatum. Dictum, ultimatum. That means final decision. Dictum, ultimatum. So C, we got 13. B, we got 3. And we are waiting for A's. Yeah. Makoko, A is 1. That's the decision made. Dictum, ultimatum. Given. So we are going with OET's demands. Yes. And I am going to incorporate all the 3, keeping OET's demand in mind. That's it. Because how much you can grasp also is important. So, right. So they are by default cancelled. Those who have given B and C, by default, they are eliminated because one choice only. You cannot give 2 choices. No? So they are eliminated. That's it. So fine, no problem. That's okay. Anyhow, after eliminating that, we have taken. Anyhow, that's too much. 8 is too much. 13 is too much. So let us consider that one. 13 is no way. 10 far ahead. So we can exclude. We can rule out everything else. Yeah. So now I'm going to give you some points. This is a demonstration session, but the basic ingredients, okay, I'll just rush past. That's it. Very, very fast. So the 7 components, I'm just rushing past. Don't ask me to repeat, because I will not repeat. It's already on the YouTube. If you want, you can go there and you can get all the things related to that. So this is the first thing. So the 7 components of an OET letter. Yes. The 7 components of an OET letter. I'm going to drift past. Okay. Mark my words. These are very, very important. The address. Number 1 is the address. You'll be writing in 5 lines. So this address, you'll get it here in the writing task. You're writing to Mrs. Kullan. Number 1, Mrs. Kullan. right? And this is senior nurse practitioner, university practitioner. So senior nurse practitioner, University of Marchbank Health Center, Hillsdon Road. Hillsdon Road. We don't need the commas. Marchbank. So these are the 5 lines. That's it. I told you I'm going very fast. I am going very fast. So these 5 things you are going to take here. Okay. These are the 5 things that you are going to take here. So Monica Kullan from here, Mrs. from here. Remember this. Mrs. is here, Monica Kullan is here. Be very careful. Okay. Don't take one thing from one place. Okay. So Mrs. from here, Monica Kullan from here. Okay. Mrs. Kullan and Monica from here. Anyway, that's it. So right. So that's it. Mrs. Monica Kullan. Remove the comma. Senior nurse practitioner. Remove the comma. University of Marchbank Health Center, comma. Hillsdon Road, make it full form, no shortcuts, comma. Marchbank, and remove the full stop. Finished. You got the points here. You got the points here. So simple as that. Now what you have to do is you can take the writing quality check answer sheet. Quality check answer sheet. And you'll get here quality check answer sheet. Okay. Save as. Okay. Yes. Right. Yeah, this is quality check answer sheet. We need 2 pages. We need 2 pages. So that's it. We got 2 pages here. First page, 1 page, and second page. Okay. And answers on 1 page number 1 and 2. So this is page number 1. And this is page number 2. So we will mark only these 2 pages. So page number 2 and page number 1. That's it. Right. So you'll go to the first page. Don't write in this line. No problems. Unnecessary missing. Why? We have a lot of space. So you can start from here. You can start from here. Yeah. You have to maintain the left margin. Don't write in this white area. Like this white area. Don't write. And don't start from here like this. Don't write above the line. Write on the line from the first dot. From the first dot. Monica Kullan, Senior Nurse Practitioner, University of Marchbank Health Center, Hillsdon Road. Yes, that's it. See the margin, how it maintained, left margin. Margin maintained very excellently. That's it, finished. Very fast we have finished point number 1. Then what you can do is leave one line. Leave one line here. Leave one line. That's it. So leave one line here. So that's it. Right. So leave one line here. Right. Next step. Second one is yes, second one. Now, where we'll get the second one? The date. Today's date is here. Today's date is 30 August. So you are going to write this one. Today's date. All the new students. Suja, Chellam. Careful. Where is this girl? Huh? Okay. Then next one is first, second, you did not give me your name still. Then next one, where are the new students? Okay, fine. Right. So, this is the date. This is the date, 30th August 2019. There you have to check. And here also you can check. So the last visit, 30 August 2019. If it is not given here like today's date, assume that today's date is 30th August 2019 is not given, then you can check it out here. But you need not worry because the exam date will be your date. That's it. Your exam date. Your exam date. Somebody follow up with Suja Chellam. Yes. Yeah. So, either here or here, you'll find the date. So the date, you'll be writing in full. 30 August 2019. 30 August 2019. Yes. So this is what you're going to write. This will go into your letter, the green color. Green color. Okay. This will go into your letter. So these green areas will go into your letter. So this is number 1, address. Number 2, the date. Okay. So here you write the date. 30th August 2019. So you leave another line here. So that's done. So you leave another line here. Then next one, okay, you will go for third one. What is the third one? Salutation. Salutation will be taken from the first line. Dear Mrs. title, Pullan, second name. You have to take second name because they are aged above 18. Aged above 18. So you will take from here. Mrs. Pullan, from here. First line you take. And then you'll go here and you'll paste it here. Mrs. Pullan. Right. And this first name will be lost. You'll use only second name. And in the beginning, you'll use dear Mrs. Pullan and a comma. That's all. Nothing else. Dear Mrs. Pullan. Then leave a line again. Leave one line again. That's it. So that's done. And next one is subject line. We want to have the subject line. Subject line where we will get here. Jake Peterson and 17th March 2001 or 18 years old. So any one you can take. But it's always better to use date of birth because it's a standard. It's a standard. So 18 years old. 18 years old. 18 years old. 18 years old. Location. Yeah. So any one of these two things. Mr. Jake, 18 years old. So Mr. Jake Peterson. 18 and above, you have to use Mr. 18 and above, you have to use Mr. So let us take, be very careful. The word should be taken. You don't change your spelling. Mr. Jake Peterson, aged 18. This is one option. Okay. So this you can keep it in brackets because this is secondary. This is important. If date of birth is not there, you can write like this. Okay, this is optional. So year is 17 March 2001. So you can say 17 March 2001. So that you can take. 17th March 2001. And here you have to write DOP colon, space. So there should be a space after colon. Here you can see this space. And here also space. After colon there should be space. After full stop also there should be space. You can see that very clearly now. I'm showing you here. Here space should be there. Here space should be there. Here space should be there. Before no space. This is wrong. This space is wrong. You're not supposed to put a space there. Yes. So here, this is what is very important. Right. So Mr. Jake Peterson. So your queries will be, oh yeah, your queries will be answered in the question answer session. Right. All your doubts, you can put them there. Yeah. Regarding Mr. Jake Peterson, date of birth 17th March 2001. Okay, like that you can write. Or you can also write regarding Mr. Jake Peterson, aged 18. Yes. So this is how it is. This is how you're going to So two things, one is age and one is a date. So this is the second option. This is the second option, option number 2. This is option number 1. If date of birth is not given, and if age is given, you have to take the second one. For example, there are 3 options actually. Yeah. So regarding Mr. Jake Peterson, aged 8. So regarding Mr. Jake Peterson, aged 8. Okay, fine. So this is the option. Then again, you have, so next to leave another line here, finished. So leave another line here. So now we'll get into the subject. So these are the finished. So first, second, third, fourth. First, leave, don't write anything on this one. First, second, third, fourth. So this is address, 5 lines maximum, 6 lines also sometimes. This is the date, this is salutation, and this is subject line, you know now. Okay. Yeah. Yes, this is the salutation. So next we will have the body of the letter. We'll have the body of the letter from here onwards. So it will go till the next page, somewhere till here. Till here, 1, leave this line, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, somewhere 7, 8. Suppose here we'll stop. Here we'll stop. So here you can write. Okay. Yeah. So that's it. So here we are going to write the closing remarks. We are going to write the closing remarks here. Closing remarks. What is the closing remarks? For example, yours sincerely. If the name is given, yours sincerely, if the name is given, so write from the first dot. Here, from the first dot, here itself. Yours sincerely. Again, leave 1 line. And another line. 2 lines you will leave here. So here you are going to leave 2 lines. So leave 2 lines. Leave 2 lines here. Leave 2 lines. That's the point. Then afterwards, so we are last point we are going to discuss now. The last point we are going to discuss now. Okay, last point. That is, sorry. Yeah, last point is sender's particulars. Where can we get the sender's particulars? Where can you get the sender's particulars? Sender particulars are here. Jake, this is the patient's name. So here you will get, you are a nurse and you are working at a boarding school. So you are a school nurse. You are a school nurse. You are working in a school. So you are a school nurse. Remember that. So school nurse. You cannot say registered nurse here. So school nurse. School nurse. Many people don't know how to collect the information. And they don't even know that they have to write all these things. By default, easy marks they are losing. Easy marks they are losing. So don't lose. Okay? Don't lose marks like that. School nurse. Next information. Okay? Holly House School and boarding. Holly House, boarding school. Holly House you take from here. Boarding school you take from here. It is Holly House, boarding school. Remember that. Holly. Holly House, boarding school. And it is in Brenkridge. Brenkridge. Be careful with spelling. Don't take chances with spelling, please. School nurse, Holly House boarding school, Brenkridge. Is there any other information? You can verify there. Okay. So Brenkridge, that's all. Nothing else is there. So how do we know any further information? Holly House School, Brenkridge. And this is Hillsdon Road, Marchbank. So no state, no country. So leave it. Nothing is given. Anywhere it is given, you have to check. Okay. Check. Anywhere it is given, any other information, just roughly fast. School clinic. School clinic. See here, this is school clinic. Okay, try to understand how you are getting information. How you are getting information. Try to understand. So school clinic. So this is a school nurse in school clinic, right? Yeah. Holly House boarding school, Brenkridge. Okay, one more line if it is there. So don't miss any information which is given. So school clinic. Yes, nowhere else. That's it, 4 lines. Any name of city or state? City is there already, Brenkridge. Okay. So this is going to Marchbank University. All right, that's it. So there is, so all the other information is clear. Okay. So you are going to lose your easy marks. These are easy marks. What all I have told you are easy marks. Don't miss anything from here, because you are attempting only maybe 400 marks question paper if you miss many of these things. So be careful. Right. So 6 finished. Now we are going to the body of the letter. In the same way, now I am going to ask you one question. Okay. I'm going to ask you one question. So, do you understand? Okay. Do you know from where you have to gather the information from for the non-body parts? So only one body is there, all other 6 parts. Okay. Non-body parts. If you understood now, say yes. If you did not understand, say no. 10 seconds, please. So we are moving forward to the next part. Fast. I don't have time. Yeah. Nobody sends me direct message. If you send me direct message, then my messages will go to personal, to the person who gives direct message. So nobody sends me direct message. Please. Then again, I have to change from OER to everyone, like that one. So don't send personal messages. Keep it open. Yeah. So majority of you have understood. That's good. That's good. So now, that's fine. We have got it. So, file, save. File, save. Now I want you to follow this one, guided learning. Guided learning. I'm going to, every day I'll be giving you letters and you'll be writing and send it to me. Yeah. Now we are moving to the next part, that is the medical letter, because main part we are going. Before that one, we are going to the medical letter. This is medical letter, medicine, doctors. So nurses or doctors, we don't mind. Letter is a letter and it is one and the same. So now, all of you be ready. I'm going to show you here. Okay, you write first line, what comes, second line, what comes, third line, what comes, fourth line, what comes, fifth line, what comes. You can write. I'm just guiding you. Okay. Yeah. I'm just, so you can write. I'm going fast. You have to follow. Miss Graham, Miss Jane Graham. This is Miss Graham. So which is better? You take that one. Miss Jane Graham. Both the names are there. Take it. Avoid this one. This is danger. You're missing information here. Incomplete information. So occupational therapist from here. Take it. So write down. Newtown Occupation Therapy, number 3. 10 Johnson Street, STREET. Write it full. Come on, write down one by one. Activate. Don't sleep on the platform. Active. I want your responses fast. You want to write all together? Enter, enter, and write. That's okay. Or you want to write one line also? Okay. However you want to write, you can write. Yes. So these are the 5 lines. Come on. I will not write anything. I'm just giving you. Okay. This is point number 1. This is point number 2. This is Newtown Occupational Therapy, point number 3. 10 Johnston Street. So point number 4, STREET, full form you write. Then Newtown. Don't put any comma, don't put any full stop. Yes, Miss Graham, Constance Mafosa. Yes. Come on, all of you. You should not lose these marks. If you write all these things perfectly, you'll get another 30 to 40 marks. Yeah. Come on, write down. I'm waiting. Yeah. Write line after line is better, or single line is better, however you want to write. So we have to finish it in just 5 minutes. Okay. We don't have much time for this one. When you say repeat, you should not say again. Repeat once more, not again. So tell it again or repeat again. So here it is Jane Graham, first line. Occupational therapist, capital letter should come. O capital letter, T capital letter. Then Newtown Occupational Therapy 3 and Johnston Street 4, Newtown 5. Yes. Maimuna screen is not clear despite joining again. So maybe network is a problem. Yeah. So you can write here in the chat box how everyone else is writing there itself. Here itself you can write. See, everyone is writing. Yeah. Yes, come on, just 2 minutes, fast. And after 2 minutes, we'll move forward, whether anybody writes or not. But those who will not submit, they will not be considered as serious students. Remember that. Yes. Right, very good. Bless Jose. Miss, I'm correcting, nah? That's why. So I'll explain what mistakes you are doing if you write. Okay. So Jane Graham, Constance, Maimuna Jane Graham. Right, Miss Jane Graham, Newtown. Newtown Occupational Therapy. You did not write occupational therapist. Bless Jose. Miss Jane Graham, occupational therapist, you did not write. Okay, you have to write occupational therapist. Then this is the second line. Profession. Then next, Newtown Occupational Therapy. Newtown Occupational Therapy. Next is Johnson Street. So Newtown and occupational therapy should be one line. Before that one will be occupational therapist. Okay. Next, Miss Jane Graham, first, second. Mona Abdullah, Miss Jane Graham. Maranang, screen is not clear. You can exit and join. Mona, occupational therapist, right? Jane Graham, occupational therapist, 10 Johnson Street, Newtown. Constant Mafosa, you did not write it. Okay. Occupational therapist, you did wrote, but Newtown occupational therapy, you did not write. This is the facility. First name of the person, doctor, then profession, then facility, then street, then town. So that is the order you have to write. Sangeeta Patel, Miss Jane Graham, occupational therapist, Newtown Occupational Therapy, 10 Johnston Street, Newtown, correct. So first, second, Miss Jane Graham, occupational therapist. Yeah, Miss Jane Graham, occupational therapist, Newtown Occupational Therapy, NOFA. O is small, you have written, capital you have to write. Occupational therapy, T capital letter should be there. Johnston Street, S capital letter. So you have made 3 mistakes. Nofa Hamid, occupational therapist, T capital letter. Occupational therapy, O capital letter. Johnson Street, yes capital letter. 3 mistakes. I want you to resubmit. So next one, Maimuna Syed. Maimuna Syed, perfect. Jane Graham, occupational therapist, Newtown Occupational Therapy, 10 Johnson Street, perfect. Martha Pelene, occupational therapist. So Miss Jane Graham, occupational therapist, 10 Johnson Street, Newtown Occupation Therapy. Why you did not write? Write again. Third line will be Newtown Occupation Therapist, Azubike, Elizabeth. Maranang, Miss Jane Graham, occupational therapist, Newtown Occupational Therapy, 10 Johnson Street, Newtown. Very good. Then next one, Suja Chellam, Mrs. Jane Graham. How did you get Mrs. Jane Graham? It's Miss Jane Graham. Okay, one mistake. Miss Jane Graham, not Mrs. Jane Graham. It is Miss Jane Graham. You can see here. Here also. So you cannot write what you want. What is there, it you have to write. Very good, Suja. Don't miss the sessions, please. I was searching for you. Okay. Then next one is occupational therapist. Very good. Newton. It's not Newton. Newton is the name of a person. Newtown. Two mistakes we have written. First one is Mrs. Second one is Newtown. Town. Name of a place. Newton is the name of a person. How can you write Newton with Newtown? Can't you see there? Come on, correct it, correct it. I don't want you to mistake. Three mistakes are there. First one is Miss Jane Graham, not Mrs. Second one is Newtown Occupational Therapy, not Newton. Third one is Newtown, not Newton City. So correct it. All of you first. The next one, Bless Jose. Yeah, correct. Bless Jose, correct. First, second, Miss Jane Graham, occupational therapist, Newtown Occupational Therapy, 10 Johnson Street. First, second, you have to write in full form, not ST. Write full form, no shortcuts. No shortcuts. Do not use note form. See here. Do not use note form. Why are you writing shortcuts? No note form. Write full forms as far as possible. In the case notes, you will write, see, OT, occupational therapist. You cannot write OT. Write full form. Don't write shortcuts. That's what it is. He's telling, do not use note form. Expand the relevant notes into complete sentences. Use letter format. Don't write shortcuts. So, ST should be written as street. Then next one, Martha Velapelane. Yes, Jane Graham, Nofa. Yes, right. Now it is right. Then Aya Otamer. Very good. This is how you have to follow. If you are there, you learn like this one. Miss Jane Graham, occupational therapist, Newtown Occupation Therapy, 10 Johnston Street, Newtown. That's wonderful. First, second. Please, I cannot call you always first, second. Type your name, please. At least now. Okay. I cannot call you by the name first, second. Please. Next one. Miss Jane Graham, right. Occupational therapist, Newtown Occupational Therapy, 10 Johnson Street. First, second, right. STREET. Okay. Newtown. Then next one, Rubina Kausar. You have done mistakes again. Occupational therapist, T capital letter. Newtown Occupational Therapy, T capital letter. 10 Johnson Street, right. Newtown, correct. 2. Therapist and therapy, capital letters. Resubmit, please. I cannot accept this one. Vinod Kumar. Miss Jane Graham, occupational therapist, T capital letter is required. Newton, no. How many mistakes are there? See. So occupational therapist, T capital letter. So Vinod Kumar, occupational therapist, T capital letter. Newtown, N capital letter. Town, W is missing. Occupational therapy, T capital letter. Street, S capital letter. Newtown. So how many mistakes are there? See. Occupational therapist, one mistake. Newtown, N capital letter, one mistake. Town, Newtown, W missing. Occupational therapy, T spelling capital letter. And Johnson Street, S capital letter. 5 mistakes are there. Rectify and write once again. So these you lose your marks there in the exam. Okay. Be careful of these mistakes. These are grammar mistakes. Okay. Constance Mafosa. Constance Mafosa. Resubmit the question. Resubmit. Miss Jane Graham, occupational therapist, Newtown Occupational Therapy, 10 Johnson Street, Newtown. Constance Mafosa. That's good. So Martha Pelane, 10 Johnson Street, right. Mona Abdullah. Mistakes. So Miss Jane Graham, right. Why are you hurrying? Mona Abdullah, you are going for the exam next week. You cannot do mistakes. Okay. Occupational therapy, T capital letter. Newtown Occupational Therapy, T capital letter. 10 Johnson Street. So two T's capital letters should be there. Then next one. Yeah. You have written street. That's fine. But S capital letter should be there. I don't know what you have written. I cannot go back now. Helen and Newtown, right. Miss Jane Graham, occupational therapist, therapy, 10 Johnson Street, Newtown. That's fine. So Mona Abdullah, right. Then next one, Nasra, perfect. Then Azubike, Elizabeth, perfect. First, second, please write your name. I cannot call you always first, second. You have a name. God has blessed you with a wonderful name. Okay, please do that. So Rubina Kausar. Yeah, this who is this first second, right? Now it's perfect. Then Rubina Kausar, that's perfect. Then next one. Yeah, we got all. I'm asking you last time, first second, please. I'm asking you, please. Okay, at least oblige now. Please type your name. Thanks. So that's not fine. This is the rule of the platform that you have to give your names, first and second names, please. Okay, there's a name, there's a basic rule of this one. I cannot, okay, I should know who my students are. Right. The next one. Yes. Right. So I'm giving you 5 minutes time. If you don't give me your name, I'm sorry. I will be helpless. Right. Okay. Next one is number 2. Number 2 is today's date. Today's date is 30 August 2019. Come on. Write down. 30 August, right? Always write August. Don't write 30/08/2019. That's a wrong. Because you see all official letters, they will be like that only. You want to see? Don't fool yourself. It will be like this only. Okay? It will be like this only. Don't write a 30/08. Okay? And always write the date after the address. See, this is official case note sample. Many people say it's okay, it's okay, it's okay, but official case note sample. Follow that one. Official case notes sample. Yes. Official case notes sample. Official case notes sample. Yeah. So next time anybody comes into the platform, come with your original first and second names. Okay. Otherwise, I will not permit you. So next one. So see here. First one address, then date. Okay. Not only this. Any letter you take. Any letter you take. See nurse sample. You want to see nurse sample? Many people say, okay, okay. No, not okay. First address, then date. You see full date. Month will be written in word form, not date form. Number form. 30/08/2019 is not fine. Formal letter. Formal means everything should be perfect. Everything should be perfect. Remember that. Okay. So that's very clear. Yes. Right. So this is the medical letter again. So see here. Yeah. So here it is. So 30 August 2009. Come on, fast, fast, fast. I don't have all the time in the world to wait for you. Yes, we are going to learn sentence constructions. Sentence constructions in just 10 minutes time. Finish it fast. These things also, if you take time. Yes. Next, number 3. Number 3 is this first line. Dear Miss Graham. Dear Miss Graham. Third one will be, Dear Miss Graham. All the new students write, please. I don't want their mistakes in the exam. Dear Miss Graham. So title Miss and Graham, second line, second name. Miss and Graham. Write down, please. Yes, that is number 3. That is number 3. Come on, fast. Fast. First, second, please type your name. In spite of repeatedly requesting, please type your name, you are not typing. So you are forcing me to remove you from the platform. Yeah. I'm sorry. Yes, very good. So good. Evacuation. Good. So dear Miss Graham, next one is fourth one. Okay. Yeah. Medicine sample. So the name is Mr. Barry Jones, 11 June 1973, aged 46. Both you write. First you write this style and then you write this style. Both. First one step you write this style. Second step you write this style. If both are given, write date of birth. If only date of birth is given, automatically you write date of birth. If date of birth is not given, age is given, then write age. That's all. Both are given, give preference to date of birth. That's the point. Cambridge Dictionary. Belligerent, wishing to fight or argue. Adamant, impossible to persuade or unwilling to change an opinion or a decision. Yeah. Adamant. So when somebody is not ready, even if we persuade, it's impossible to persuade them. They're unwilling to change an opinion or decision. That's it. So such people you can call adamant. They don't want to change. So for example, reluctant. These are the words you have to. Reluctant, adamant patient, reluctant patient. It's one and the same. Not willing to do something and therefore slow to do it. Reluctant. The same thing, adamant. Little difference in meaning. Not willing to do something and therefore slow to do it. This is C1 vocabulary. Adamant. Learn these words. Adamant, impossible to persuade or unwilling to change, not willing to change an opinion or decision. That is adamant. Belligerent. Belligerent. Yeah, belligerent. Wishing to fight or argue. So these words you can use if necessary arises. The next one. So write down. First write down Barry Jones with the date and Barry Jones with age. Try to write both. And always put comma. Okay, only dear Miss Graham, there you have to put comma. Okay. Jhansi Rani. Yeah, I was searching for you. I did not find that time. You are there. Very good. New students. Jhansi Rani Arul Swami. Yeah. Actually, this big basics I'm telling you for you people, new students, and those who are going for exams so that they may not miss. See how many mistakes we have noticed. Yeah. Learn to write both the forms. Let me see how you have written. Any mistakes are there? Yeah, Maimuna, age 46, correct. Age 46, correct. Date of birth. So you have very good. Many people have written very nicely. Oh, now comma, after that comma space, after colon space. Very good. Excellent. Excellent. Okay. Excellent. Everyone is following the rule. After colon, you are leaving space. After comma, you are leaving space. I really, yeah, Azubike, you did not leave a space after colon for date of birth. Okay, you made a mistake. Azubike, Jamsi Rani, you also made a mistake. After date of birth, colon space. Rewrite, rewrite that one particular thing, please. I don't want you to make a mistake in the exam. So date of birth, colon space 11 June. So you did not leave that space. Azubike Elizabeth and Jhansi Rani Swami. So both of you. Yeah. So that is number 4. Right. Then next number 5. Number 5 will be based on this one. Dear Miss Gray. Okay, this is finished now. 6th one. 6th one will be based on this one. Jane Graham. So it should be name is given. So yours is sincerely. So name is given, yours sincerely. Name is not given, yours faithfully. Name given. Then what will you write? Yours is sincerely. Type. All of you type. Name given, type yours sincerely. Name not given, yours faithfully. So for this letter, you will write yours is sincerely. All of you write yours sincerely and comma. Constance Mafosa, resubmit. Yes, capital letter is not needed. Constance Mafosa, 2 mistakes. 2 mistakes, Constance Mafosa. One is capital letter you are written, and another one comma is not there. So Mona right, Maimuna right, and Sangeeta Patel mistake. You are going for the exam this month ending. Where is the capital Y? Sangeeta. Bless Jose, correct. Jhansi Rani, correct. Very good. After colon, you did not put space again, Jhansi Rani. Then name given, yours sincerely. Comma, Azubike, sincerely, comma. Then, yes, Constance, right. Sangeeta, right. Aya Vatamana, right. And Sangeeta, right. Jhansi Rani, right. Comma. Jhansi Rani, after yours sincerely, you have to put a comma. Comma, you have to put. Dear Miss Graham, comma. Yours is sincerely, comma. Okay. Now, next, name not given. Name not given. Then what you are supposed to write? Name not given. What you are supposed to write? Okay. Not faithfully. Yours faithfully. Mona Abdul Fattah. Yours faithfully. Not faithfully. Yours faithfully, comma. Yeah. And the last address. How to identify address? Here also with their, they are very clever, you know, OET. They are disguising things, many things here. So Mr. Barry Jones, this is the first line. Okay, Mr. Barry Jones, first line. And you are a doctor. So doctor, second line. Okay, third line is Newtown Medical Clinic. Fourth line is 54 Wood Street. Fifth line is Newtown. You will be closing your eyes and writing doctor and finish off. People don't understand the importance of easy marks. What to do? They don't know that you are losing many marks. So 5 lines. First one is Mr. Sorry, not Mr. Barry Jones. Wait, this is not read. So this is patient's name. So doctor, number 1, Newtown Medical Clinic, name is not given. So doctor, Newtown Medical Clinic, then 54 Woods Street, Newtown, 4 lines. Write down 4 lines. Write down 4 lines. Come on, write down 4 lines. So your extra marks you are getting now with this. Why do you want to lose these marks? Address is given. Why don't you write the address? Simple things also, if you don't use, then only body of the letter is important, you are thinking. Yeah, type 4 lines. First line, type doctor. Okay, next line, write Newtown Medical Clinic, all caps. Then third line, write 54 Wood Street. Fourth line, write Newtown. Yes. Yeah, we are going to blow the trumpet now. The body paragraph. Doctor, Newtown Medical Clinic, 54. Let me see. Very good. Maimuna. Doctor, Newtown Medical Clinic, 54 Woods Street, Newtown. Aya Othamaner. Dr. Newton, okay, fine. Bless Jose, correct. Good. Every one of you will get excellent results. Okay, if you follow the step by step like this. Very good. Bless Jose, right. Jansi Rani, right. Mona Abdul Fattah, right. Pelene, doctor. Sangeeta, right. Sangeeta, rewrite. Yes, small letter you have written, capital letter. You lose 10 marks simply like this. Okay. Then Constance, right? Pelene, Medical Clinic, 54 Wood Street, right? So that's it. Yeah. Fine. Sangeeta Patel, very good. Yeah. So now we're going to start the show. My tea is here. So if anybody wants, okay. Now, do you want a break of 5 minutes or do you want me to continue? Break or continue? A, 5 minutes, 5-minute break. 5-minute break. B, continue. Now, what do you want? A or B? First. Majority vote. A or B? For me, both are okay. A or B? Take your notebooks, take your pencils, take your everything, whatever it is, because we are going to the mega show. We are going to blast. Yes. So NOFA is there. Yeah, NOFA is there. And Sangeeta is there. Exam going students. Yeah. Be my guest. Yes. Yeah. So I'm going to give you quality sentences today. We'll take a bits and pieces, bits and pieces, bits and pieces. So now, who is that? Count them. Yes. Bless Jose. Count the number of A's. Meera Manoj, count the number of B's. Bless Jose, count the number of A's. Meera Manoj, count the number of B's, please. So 2 B's and 3 C's. What is this? Only 2 B's and 3 C's. So many are there. Okay. From the beginning, check. Aya Tamar B, Bless Jose A, Jan Sirani B, Mona B. Okay, fine. So okay. 6B, 7B. Okay. 7B, very good. Thank you. And how many A's? 4 A's. 4 A's. Okay, 7 B's are there. So 5 minutes break. Decision accepted. 5 minutes. You can bring some tea or sit, whatever you want. Keep your notes handy because we are going to brainstorm now. You are going to brainstorm. First, you have to write in the notebook, then you have to write in the chat box. Okay. Yeah. I have some messages, 13 messages. My God. Yes. Right. So the next big question is, are you ready for dancing the child? Yes, the big show. Yes, come on. So have you come back, all of you? Let me check. So 2 people are already there. Mona, then Jansi Rani and my Mona. 3 people are there. What about the others? Have you come back? Yeah, let me know if you have come back. Yeah. So I'll take parallel. Yes. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay, enough. So we are moving forward. Let us see how we are going to construct the sentences. First one is introduction. Introduction. Okay. Introduction will be here, presenting a complaint. So this is introduction. You write introduction. Okay. And the problem is alopecia. Okay. And associated, possibly associated depression. Possibly depression. Associated depression. Okay. Question mark means doubtful. Question mark means doubtful. Yeah. So what else goes here into the introduction? Now let us see here. Write a letter to Mrs. Kullan. And here, yeah, nothing is written here. Nothing is written here. So nothing is written here. No transfer letter, no discharge letter, no referral letter. Nothing is written here. So leave it. Nothing is written here. Leave it. So there are 3 things which you require. Here nothing is there. So you are introducing, a person is joining the university. Transition to university. That means he is going from school to college, university. School to university. Yeah. So transition to university is 1 point. So they don't know him. So you are introducing them. So that's number 1, transition to university shortly. And independent living. Independent living. Right. Next one. So what are you doing? You're outlining briefly the Jake Peterson's history and your concerns. Jake Peterson's history and your concerns. So you're outlining them. You're explaining them. You're introducing them. So you're giving a brief description about Jake Peterson his history, and his concern and your concerns. What you think about him? What problems you know about him? That all of them you're writing here. So now, how are you going to write this introduction? So what are the points you have to write is this one. So briefly outlining Jake Peterson's history and concepts. Number one. Okay. Next one. Monitoring. Okay, his condition. And organizing special exam arrangements. These are the two things. These are the purpose. Monitoring and special exam arrangements. You are requesting them to provide these two things. This is your purpose. You are writing a letter so that they will monitor Mr. Jake Peterson and they will organize special exam arrangements. These two things. Monitor. Don't use the word monitor because the monitor is already there. Supervise. Observe. Regular basis. Organize. Provide. Arrange. Special exam arrangements. Seating arrangements. Seating options. So whatever you want to write, you can change as far as possible, change the words. Don't use the same word. That's the point. Next one, what else you have to write? Mr. Jake Peterson presenting with complaints, alopecia and depression. These are the things. These are the things you have to write. Mr. Jake Peterson, number one, presenting with the complaints of alopecia and associated depression. Okay. Presents to the school clinic. Mr. Jake Peterson presents to the school clinic with the complaints of alopecia and associated depression. Requires regular observation or supervision or monitoring, as well as providing special exam arrangements. So how you can change? Providing optional seating provisions for exams. Finished. These are the ways how you can change. Yeah. So I'm giving you the points. I already gave you the points now. Okay. What are the points? Number one, Mr. Jake Peterson. Copy text. Jake Peterson. So that is number one. Number two is presenting with the complaints or diagnosed with alopecia, whatever you want. That is up to you. Okay. The next one, alopecia. All the points I am placing here. And associated depression. School clinic. Whichever you want to eliminate, you can eliminate, no problem. Following the transition to the university. Okay. Monitoring. So these are the points which you can use. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Yes, there you are. Go. Boom. These are the 8 points that should go into your letter. Come on. Write your introduction. For example, if you ask me to write, Mr. Jake Peterson, who presents to the school clinic with the complaints of alopecia and associated depression, requires regular supervision and providing optional seating provisions for the exams following the transition to the university shortly. This is my introduction, 1 sentence. You write however you want to write. I'm giving you 2 minutes. This is very, very important. You will get 3 points for this introduction only. Jhansi Rani Arul Sami. Can you unmute?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, are you able to follow Jhansi Rani? You are new to the class, but are you able to follow? I'm going at a little faster rate. Is that okay?
Yes,
You able to
sir.
understand? Na?
I can to follow, sir. I can
Yeah,
able
if
to
you don't
understand.
understand also, no problem. Gradually you will know. Okay.
Okay, sir.
Okay, these sessions are targeted for you people, new admissions.
Oh,
Then
okay,
next one, Suja Shellam.
Yes, sir.
Yeah. Are you able to follow me and my explanation, Suja, or is there any confusion?
Nothing, sir.
Yeah, tomorrow you have to write this letter, okay? Every
Okay.
time I explain such letters, then next day you have to write because I'm already explaining everything. So next day you can write. However, you can write, no problem, but no need to panic, no need to worry, follow them. So are you able to follow my explanation or not?
Yes, I'm able to follow your explanation. Everything is nicely understood.
Okay, fine, fine. Okay, then you can mute back. Yeah. You write your own sentence, how you want to write. And one more point is there. What is that? I did not give. Yeah, here it is. This one. Copy. This also you can put if you want. Whichever you feel compulsory, better. So that's it. So 9 points are there. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. However you feel comfortable, you write. Yeah, you can write down. Two people have written. Those who have already written, you can try one or two other styles also. Yeah, Galaxy. You came late. So I'm asking them to write an introduction using these things. So I cannot call you Galaxy A12. So you can just give your name if it is possible. Type your name there, please. Because I cannot call you as Galaxy. Very good. So the first sentence, Meera Manoj. Mr. Jake Peterson, an 18-year-old student, comma, who presented with a recurrent alopecia, anxiety, and possible depression, comma, requires monitoring and arrangement of a separate examination room. Okay, good. Next, Jansi Rani, Mr. and Jake should be separate. So, Mr. Jake Peterson, who has alopecia associated with the depression, spelling mistake, depression spelling, you can see the spelling, the words are there. Jansi, see and write, na? Mistakes happen, but you can see and write, na? If you do like these 3 mistakes, you'll lose 10 marks. Next one. I'm writing to introduce Mr. Jake Peterson, P capital letter. Jansi Rani, P capital letter. Mr. Jake, separate, Mr. separate, Jake separate, comma, who has alopecia associated with suspect and associated depression. He requires organization and special arrangements following his transition to the university. Sorry. Aya Achamanar. I am writing regarding Mr. Jake Peterson, who visited our school clinic with alopecia due to depression. Depression due to alopecia. Alopecia and associated depression. That is fine. And will attend to university soon. He requires ongoing care and special arrangements with his exams. So there are some mistakes. I'll correct that one. So I'm writing regarding Mr. Jake. Okay. Maimuna. Mr. Peterson, who has presented with complaints of alopecia and depression, requires transition to. He does not require transition to University Maimuna. Okay. Following the transition, he is going on a transition. He doesn't require transition. He requires organization and management. Okay. So, good. Yeah. 30 seconds more. Yes. Yeah. So good. Very good. Yeah. So how to correct some mistakes? Yeah. Yes. So I'm going fast. I'll not wait for anybody. I'm just going fast. Yeah. Now, if I am asked to write this sentence, how I am going to write? So let me take these sentences as they are. Okay. Okay. Now let us see how I'm going to change these things. Yeah. Jake Peterson, comma, my sentence. A grade sentence I am giving you. A grade sentence. Just Jake Peterson. Okay. Who presents, who is presenting or who presents with the complaint, presents, okay, to the school clinic with the complaints of, alopecia and associated depression. Okay, comma. Okay. So requires regular supervision and organizing and special exam arrangements. Special seating arrangements for the exams. Exams, special seating arrangements for the exams. Following the transition to the university shortly. Following the transition to the university shortly. So we are outlining history. Okay, your alopecia and associated depression, and your concerns regarding his supervision and seating arrangement. So that is taken there. Yeah. So here it is passive voice. Okay. How we can write this one into passive voice? Right? This is requires is active voice. Presents is active voice. This is fine. This good quality sentence, but still passive voice. Okay. You can still write passive voice. So this is the quality of sentence you can put. Many different ways you can put. Many different ways you can. So this is one particular style. Now let us see, many students have written many things. Okay, Meera Manoj. Yeah. This is Yeah. So Mr. Jake Peterson, an 18-year-old student, who presented with a recurrent alopecia. Very good, coming again and again. Recurrent alopecia, anxiety, and possible depression, requires, okay, ongoing monitoring. We're already monitoring, you are continue the monitoring. There's ongoing monitoring or continuing monitoring or regular monitoring. So you can use any one of these things. Everyone, this is for a course. Sorry. Yeah. Mr. Jake Peterson, an 18-year-old student who presented is past tense. It's not presented. Now also he is presenting. So presented is wrong. So who presents means regularly presents. Means yesterday presented, today presents, is presenting, tomorrow also will present. That is the meaning. It's a regular visitor. Okay. I play. Yesterday I played, today I will play, tomorrow also I'll play. I play. Means universal. It is a habitual action. So this has become a habit for him. Every now and then he comes. That is what it is. This is called simple present tense. Means always happens. So for the last 3-4 years he has been present. Or he generally presents. Whenever he has problem, he presents. I play every day. I play once a month. I play once a week. I play. He plays every fortnight. So like that. So it is always happening. You can use like this. Who presents, okay, or who has been presenting for quite some time. Who presents or who has been presenting. This is not who presented. Not finished. Not finished. It's going on still. Next, after 2 weeks also, he may come again. Okay. So who presents regularly? It's a regular phenomenon. So who presents or who has been presenting with a recurrent alopecia, anxiety, and possible depression. Okay. And possible disappointment. Requires here you can add one more word. Word to word is very important. Many times you say we don't have words. From where will we get, sir? So I'm giving you any one word you can use. Regular or ongoing or continuing. Any one word you can take. This is optional. Any one you can take. Any one you can take. Okay. So regular, ongoing, or continuing with regarding monitoring. So regarding monitoring, what are the other words you can use instead of monitoring? What are the other words which you can use? Optional. That is slash means optional. Other than monitoring, what else you can use? Monitoring, observation, supervision. You can remove that and you can put this one. Supervision. Yeah. And necessary, appropriate. So instead of just arrangement, necessary arrangement. Only one arrangement, necessary arrangements. Appropriate, required, alternative, okay. So arrangements. So arrangements, provisions, options. So take something else. Try to see, judge which is you. Not always everything is right. So think how it is useful. Okay. Seating options, alternative options. Okay. Of a separate examination group. Okay, fine. That's good. Next one, Mr. Jake Peterson. Jansirani space. Peterson should be capital letter. So 2 mistakes already over. Comma. 3 mistakes over last 10 marks. Last 10 marks. Space is not there between Mr. and Jake, number 1. P small letter, number 2. Comma is not there, number 3. Because who is a relative pronoun? Noun and pronoun, they should be separated by a comma. Mr. Jake Peterson, who has alopecia and associated depression, Mr. Jake Peterson, who has alopecia and associated depression, comma, when you said who has, there's an incomplete sentence and it needs this one. Requires organization of special arrangements. It requires monitoring okay, continuous monitoring and but also it requires not only continuous monitoring but also organization of not only but also I added here, not only but also A and B, or not only A and B, besides, in addition to different varieties, as well as, but also organization of special arrangements, special seating arrangements, exam seating arrangements. Exam is missing. That's the most important. Follow is transition. Following his, avoid the word his. Avoid personal pronunciation. Personal as soon as possible. So your university. Whose university? Okay. To the university. And who will put a full stop at the end of the sentence? Simon sir has no work. Very good. I'm joking, okay. Mr. Jake Peterson, who has alopecia, who who has been presenting or who presents with alopecia. Okay. Who has alopecia and associated depression. Yeah. I'm writing to introduce. I am writing to introduce. Why I is important? You are anyhow introducing. Here also you are introducing in the previous sentence. You don't use the word introduce also, you are introducing. Then what is the use of the word introduce? You are writing only. Why should you say writing? Everyone knows that you are writing with a pencil on a paper. Many people write like this. I am writing to transfer. I am writing to update. I am writing to transfer. I am writing to discharge. I am writing to refer. Why don't you write with a pencil on the paper also? I am writing. Not Jhansi Rani here in particular. I am talking generally. Don't take it personal here. Many people are writing like that. I am writing to transfer. I am writing to discharge. I am writing to refer. I am writing to introduce. I am writing to update. All I am writing. Who is telling you are not writing? Nobody is telling you are typing. No? You are writing only. Can I not understand that you are writing? You are writing. I am telling explanation for everyone. This is just an example for everyone. Everyone's example, I'll explain everyone because all do different types of mistakes. For everyone, it is useful so that you all will be careful. So, I am writing we know. Introducing, that also is happening. Even without the word introducing, we are introducing. I'm introducing Mr. Ahmed to you. I'm introducing, what is that? I'm introducing Shah Rukh Khan to you. Okay. Why do you want to say introducing? You need not say, this is Mr. Shah Rukh Khan, finished. Welcome Shah Rukh Khan, finished. Hello everybody, here is Shah Rukh Khan. Why you want to say I am introducing? Only you can introduce Shah Rukh Khan, nobody else can introduce Shah Rukh Khan or what? Only you can write, anybody can write. So why this I is becoming important here more than Mr. Jake Peterson is more important. Why this I is coming before Jake Peterson? See how many mistakes. Actually, that's okay. Sentence wise, it is correct. But quality wise, it's a mistake. Na? Low quality. Low quality. Low price. Okay. Why did you bring ordinary 3? I asked you to buy extraordinary things. Na? I give more money. So if you give more money, you'll get good quality. So if you give good quality, you'll get more marks. So why don't you give good quality sentences? Don't use I, we, you, he, she, it, they, as far as possible. Personal pronouns. Personal pronouns should not come in formal letter. In formal writing, avoid personal pronouns. Personalization should not be there. It's official, not personal letter. It's official letter. Formal letter, not personal letter. So don't use personal pronouns as if you are talking to a friend. Avoid that. So I is not necessary. I am writing. You are writing only. Anybody can see this and say you are writing paper. No? On the paper you are writing. So why should you say I am writing? Can I not understand that you are writing? Some people will write, I am writing this letter. This letter only, no, anybody can understand. By looking at it, it is a letter. Even a 5th class boy or 6th class boy or 7th class boy can say this is a letter by just looking at the format. So why do you want to say a letter? Some people will write like this. I am writing this letter to you. To you only. Why should you say to you? It's already there. To On the top, Mr. Abraham Lincoln, senior physician, so-and-so clinic, Newtown, finished. So you are writing to you only, no? I am writing to you only. He will only read. So why should I say I am writing to you? If you are writing to somebody, you will not send to me, no? You will not send to him, no? I am writing to you only. It's understood. So why should you say I am writing this letter to you on a paper with a pencil? That also we can write. I am writing this letter to you. 7 words, waste. Then you can also write on a paper with a pencil. This is called nonsense out of common sense. No need. All this is rubbish. If you feel on a paper with a pencil is wrong, then I am writing this letter to you is also wrong there. If you feel, what is this sir talking? Everyone will write with a pencil only, no? Everyone will write on a paper only, no? So if what I am telling is redundant and what you are telling is not redundant, so cheap quality, low quality, deserving fail marks. I'm not joking. Because I am writing is active words. Change it into passive words. Okay? Change it into passive words. Start with the name of the patient, better. Give importance to him because he is the hero of the letter. Next one. Mr. Jacob Patterson. My God. So, whenever you are writing in the letter, no need to write full name. Write only second name. No need to write full name because in the introduction, in the salutation, after salutation in the subject line, you already told Jake Peterson. Regarding Mr. Jake Peterson, full name is already there. Then why do you want to write full name Mr. Jake Peterson again? So avoid, no need. Mr. Peterson, finished. Finished. No need to write full name. No need to write full name. Okay. Mr. Peterson, who has alopecia and associated depression spelling. No problem. Everyone does mistakes. Everyone I tell to write 10 times and keep it with you. If you are happy, you can send it to me. I'll also be happy that you have learned to write the spelling depression 10 times. Whoever has written spelling mistakes, write 10 times in your notebook. No problem for me. If you write 10 times, you'll keep it in your mind. You'll not do mistakes again. Mr. Peterson, comma, who has alopecia and associated depression, comma, okay. Requires, so it's the same thing. It's the same thing. Okay. Requires organization of special seating arrangements during the examinations following. I'm changing style. I don't give the same style every now and then. Every time I'll be changing, following the transition to his, the, your, all these things. Avoid. Transition to the university, following the transition to the university. Requires continuous observation as well as organization of special seating arrangements. That's it. I am writing regarding correct quality low. That's up to you. If you want to keep it low quality, you can keep it. Everyone letters writes only, so no need. It's redundant, unnecessary, because even without this word, anyone can understand. Yeah, you are writing regarding Mr. Jake Peterson. Okay. Regarding is already there. Where? I'll show you. Regarding is already there. See here, what is this? Regarding is already there. Why do you want to write regarding again? Regarding, RE means regarding. Jake Peterson. Why you are using the word regarding again now? Repeating the words. You people don't understand what you are writing. Regarding is already there. Why do you want to write it again? Okay. Why do you want to write it again? Yeah. Mr. Jake Peterson, comma, who visits our school. He's a school also, not only your school. Not only your school clinic, is a school clinic also. Who visits the school clinic with alopecia, not alopecia due to depression. Alopecia, because of that, he's getting into depression. And associated with alopecia, depression is associated with depression. Alopecia with possible depression. Okay. Possible depression. Requires ongoing care and special arrangements for his exams. For don't use his, the exams. Following the transition to the university soon. Shortly is better. Okay. Maimuna. Mr. Peterson was presented with the complaints of alopecia and associated depression, requires transition to the university. Does not require transition to the university. His transition is going on by default. So requires regular supervision and seating organization for the exams. After the transition to the university shortly. Mr. Jake Peterson, who has sustained alopecia. Sustained something different. It's not sustained alopecia. Sustained a wound, sustained a fracture, like that one. Something happens that is sustained. Okay. Due to accidental condition. But this is not that one. This is something different. Okay. Who has intermittent alopecia, like that you can say. But sustained is not the right word. Who has alopecia and suspected depression, requires special examination arrangement and continued observation. Which is more important should come first. Continued observation is more important, so let it come first. This is also okay. Priority we call first one first, second one second. Exam only once in a year, but continued observation is throughout the year. So that's more obvious. Okay, more obvious. Okay. Is going to transfer to the university next week. Is going to transfer. Transition means change of position, not a transfer. Okay. Okay, this doesn't suit fine. University, you cannot write capital letter. If you come with the name of the university, Marchbank University, then both will be capital letter. Marchbank University, then both are correct. So to the Marchbank University, then this is correct. Okay. Right? Otherwise, no need. Yes, Marchbank University, we already got it above. So no need. Next week. Are you sure it is next week? Shortly is not next week. Shortly is the word. So you have to be a little cautious when writing these things. Okay. So don't use the word continued, continuing, ongoing, continuing observation. Ongoing observation, regular observation. Okay, is going to transfer, following the transfer. Following the transfer to the university. Next week is not right, shortly. He did not give next week. Okay. Mr. Jake Peterson, who presents to the school clinic with the complaints of alopecia and associated towards regular supervision and optional arrangements for the exam. requires providing, requires option. Providing is not necessary. Okay. So, oh yeah. What is this? Okay. I'm writing to update you. How do you say I'm writing to update you? He doesn't know anything about that patient. How can you update him about Jake Peterson? Already something date is there, so you can update. There is no date only. How can you update? You already know some information and you are giving additional information is update. All the information, new thing only you are giving because first time he is going to, okay, yeah, transition. Till now he is in the school. He does not know anything about him. So how can you update him? He doesn't have any knowledge already. Then how can you update him? You cannot update him, you can only date him. That means you can only explain him the general information. From the beginning to the end, everything you have to tell. That's all. It's an unknown case for him. For him, it's an unknown. For you, it's a known case. For you, you know him. But for him, for you, the person who is receiving this letter, he doesn't know anything about it. Unknown case for him. For you, it is known case. You know about him. So that's the reason why you are updating him. No, you are not updating him. You are providing information from base to everything. All in all. They require special exam arrangements following. It's not a university transition, it is transition to the university. University transition means what? University is going somewhere. It's not university transition, it's Jake Peterson's transition. How can you say university transition? Jake Peterson, who presents to the school clinic. Already who is there here? And why here who again? Was diagnosed with alopecia and suspected and possible depression and associated depression. And possible depression. He requires special seating exam arrangements following the transition to the university. Yeah. Suja. Mr. Job Peterson, 18 years old. Whenever you write 18, you should not write in numbers. It's 18-year-old. Like this you have to write. An 18-year-old student comma not been diagnosed with. Okay. So diagnosed with alopecia. Depression is question mark. Okay, signs and symptoms suggest depression, that's all. And possible. And is suspected. And depression is suspected. Okay. Is Jack Peterson, an 18-year-old student who presents in the school clinic with the complaints of alopecia and possible depression, requires your observation. Why your? Requires regular observation and appropriate arrangements. For the examination following the transition that you missed. Okay. To the university shortly, that already we have written. So this is how. So I think I have corrected many sentences. So, and some other sentences are here. I don't know. Till Suja rice. I have given, but I think these are enough. Okay. Suja rice. Subike Marana, Shansiram. I think you have written again and again. Okay, Constance Marcosa, Suja rice. Yeah. Examinations. So that's it. Now stop writing. Don't submit anything more. So here they are. Okay. Mr. Peterson, who presented at the school clinic with the complaints of alopecia and associated symptoms related to depression, requires ongoing monitoring and arrangements for special arrangements and special arrangements. For examination. Mr. Peterson presented the clinic with the complaints of alopecia and possible depression. Full stop. Arrangement of special exam conditions and adequate monitoring are required. Very good. Fine. Let's find two sentences. Good. Mr. Peterson presented to the clinic with the complaints of alopecia and possible depression. Arrangement of special examination conditions and adequate monitoring are required. Same thing. Why double? One and the same thing. Marana. Yeah, finished. So, Mr. Peterson, who has been having alopecia, and sign suggestive. Who has enough? Oh, sorry. Who has been having, who has alopecia and signs suggestive of depression. Very good. This is wonderful. Mr. Peterson, who has alopecia and signs suggestive of associated depression. Suggestive of depression. Yeah. Requires continuous monitoring and special examination following the university transition. Following the transition to the university. It's not university transition, it is Peterson's transition. Peterson's transition to the university, not university's transition to the Peter. That means university left that place and came to Mr. Peterson. That's what you have written. So university's transition means university is moving to Peterson. No, Peterson is moving to the university from school. That's the point. Be careful when you're writing, okay? And just check once, twice, thrice, like Mr. Jake Peterson, who is being transitioned to university. No, it requires regular supervision and special. Mr. Jake Peterson who has alopecia associated with depression. Requires regular supervision and special arrangements for his exam. Following the transition to the university shortly. Yeah. Mona. Controlling. From Manjit. Mr. Jake Peterson. Is this Manjit there? Yeah. So Mr. Jake Peterson, comma, who had suffered, that means not now. Don't use the word suffered. Suffered is a negative word. Suffered is a negative word. Don't use. Who has alopecia and associated depression. Requires regular care and special arrangements. Not of the exam, for the exam. Following the ... Incomplete. Mr. Peterson who presents with the complaints of only 2 complaints are there. So the complaints of alopecia and possible depression. Requires regular supervision, seating organization for the exams, following the concept to the universities. Mr. Jake Peterson. Mr. Peterson, enough. Second name, who presented with alopecia due to depression. Alopecia is not due to depression. Depression is due to alopecia. Why my hair is going on, he's thinking, and depressed. Because everyone is bullying. Alopecia and associated. This depression is associated with alopecia. That's what it is. alopecia and associated depression at the school clinic. Needs no need A, needs continuous monitoring and special exam arrangements. Yeah, fine. From when? After the transition. Nasra, Mr. Peterson, comma, who has signs and symptoms suggestive of depression and alopecia, comma, requires regular supervision and special sitting arrangement for the exams following university transition. Following the transition to the university. Mr. Peterson, who has signs and symptoms suggestive of depression and alopecia, requires supervision or special sitting arrangement for exam following. So the same thing. This is doubled. Same. Okay. Same. Everything is same, no? That's good. Everything is same. Same. Absolutely same. Yeah. Okay. So that's it. So how we are going to write the sentences? This is the way how you are going to write the sentences. Yeah, HLE. Write your name, please. 39311, 39311. Write your name, please. Write your names. First and second. HLE. Write your names, please. 1 and 2. Yeah, I change your names to first and second and 1 and 2. Please submit your names. Now coming to the point. So this is how you are going to write the introduction. So next step. So you can take one particular point. Checkup. Alcohol consumption increased. May 2019 checkup, observation, examination. Alcohol consumption increased. Minimum 28 units per week. From where? From 20 units. From 20 units of alcohol per week. Non-smoker, so no need to write. 20 units of alcohol per week to 28 units per week. Increased by 8 units. So you can write alcohol consumption. Okay, alcohol consumption. Now let us take this one. Okay, so this one. Copy. Points I am giving you now here. Okay, alcohol consumption. Check out. So this is increased. Up arrow. Increased. That up arrow is not coming, so I am changing it here. Increased alcohol consumption. Minimum 28 units per week. This increased. Before, how much it was? Before it is 20. Okay. Yeah, So before it was 20 units of alcohol per week. Now it has increased to 28 units of alcohol. Okay, yes. Yeah. So, come on. Yes, write down one sentence. Yes, write down. Checkup. So checkup means upon examination. Okay. So checkup. So you can write like that, whatever. So increased consumption increased amounts of alcohol consumption from 20 to 28 units per week has been noticed. Increased amounts, okay, increased amounts of alcohol consumption, okay, from 20 to 28 units has been noticed. Or alcohol consumption, different ways you can note. Alcohol consumption has increased drastically from 20 to 28 units per week. This is active words. Different things you can use. Okay, it is 12:30 now, so we'll call it a day. Try to use these sentences in your daily practice. So, how do you rate the session? Was it useful or useless? You can grade it from 0 to 10. So today we learned how to write the purpose and we learned how to write the non-body parts of the letter. and give whatever feedback you want to give, what you learned, was it beneficial, why it was beneficial, how it was useful, is this type of lecture different? Because I did not discuss anything with you, I just taking your sentence because it will be a mess otherwise. I'm taking your sentences and I'm correcting the sentences. So give your feedback, how you felt regarding the session in 1 or 2 sentences maximum. What is your name too? I asked your name. I did not get your name. If you people give the names only, I can understand. Yeah, all of you. Okay, Kumalo. Okay. Good night. Yeah, we are closing the session now. Good night, all of you.